Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to the Strong Network podcast with me, Dr. Carla Michelle. As always, I am happy to have this time with you. As we enter this week, we are starting the week with a election soon to be coming to conclusion, and we're voting. Actually, well, as this is recorded, we're voting tomorrow. But I wanted to check in with you, and I wanted to see how are you doing. There's a question that I asked on social media is what is your strategy for the outcome of the election? Wherever you are, whatever your choice is, whatever whatever's pulling you to vote the way that you have chosen to vote, what is your strategy if your person wins? What if your person loses? If the things, the legislations, the props that are there, propositions, what is it that you will be doing tomorrow and how will you be handling it? Because there's many times that we just wait for something to happen. And I'm not wishing for something to happen in the sense of something terrible or bringing unrest, but what happens to you emotionally? What happens to you socially? How do you handle it if you have a loved one or friends or coworkers or colleagues or someone, and maybe they're wearing that shirt, or maybe they're just really excited and you're really bummed, for lack of a better way of putting it? How are you going to handle that? What is your strategy? So many times we show up on the defense, but I want to encourage you as this week has already started, as the results are coming in, as the results are announced, as we celebrate or there's celebration of the new president, whoever that may be, what is your game plan if it is not the person that you choose? And what if it is? What if it is the person that you choose? Because people are going to have opinions, people have their views. And are you ready to take whatever comes your way because of your view, because of your choice? Now, one of the things I would like to really have you focus on during this time is that ability to handle that conversations. Because not only do we have where there's weeks of understanding and what can happen in the outcome, I'm praying for peace, that there is also conversations as the holidays come. How are you going to handle that? What is your strategy to be on the offense and not wait for someone to come at you, but already know and come at you? I don't want to say that. Somebody wanting to converse with you, someone who views you as the one with the answers, someone who trusts in your view and they want to have a conversation, even if you don't agree. There's somebody who just always wants to know, well, what do you think? And let's debate it. What is your strategy if you do not want to debate? So think about how you want to show up. What is your offensive move? What is your offensive move? What is that? So they come with their defense. You're going to be ready. What are you going to say? I was watching The Diplomat and watching it this weekend. And there is a line that I loved. And she said, when she didn't want to talk anymore, I no longer give consent to this conversation. I no longer give consent to this conversation. Okay, like no means no here in this, what words are coming out of your mouth and what words you want me to say. I no longer consent to this conversation. So there is power in speaking up to what you want out of a conversation. What do you want out of your holiday? What do you want out of your workday? And what kind of conversations do you want to have? It is your choice. You do not have to do anything you don't want to do. Or do you have to, if well, another part is thick skin. I was going to go somewhere else, but I want to touch on, and what if it comes at you? Then there's the thick skin. Not only do we not have to have a conversation that we don't want, but there's thick skin that's needed. There's that emotional resilience Emotional resilience, not emotional intelligence, emotional resilience, where you can bounce back from anything that comes to you. What if they don't agree with you? What if you're very happy? Emotional resilience. What if you're not happy? Emotional resilience. So, wherever you land, whatever is the plan, whatever you have to face, I know that you have enough in you to one, to understand that you don't always have to know someone's why. Just because you don't agree doesn't mean you have to embrace it. But if it helps with a relationship, it's good to understand it and do some background work of what are their life's journey that has led them to believe what they believe or do what they do. Because everybody somewhat has a reason. They may not know all the historical things that has drawn them to this point, but everyone has a reason about why they believe what they believe. So be tough skin, go on the offense, don't just be defensive, have something to say that helps you be in control of your frame of mind in your view, and then pick your battles. Is it worth arguing? Or if it's just understanding and showing empathy both ways to yourself and the other people that you're speaking to. And understand that you, regardless of the outcome, have to be okay. Because the reality is there's someone that's going to hold that position. And whoever it is, there's going to be some who are not happy. But what are you going to do? And how are you going to sustain yourself? And how are you going to show up in a way that shows that you're somebody who understands that everybody doesn't have to agree, but what we have to do is keep living. All right, this is Dr. Carla Michelle. I am happy to have this brief moment with you. I will see you next time on the Strong Network podcast. Remember to stay strategic, talented, resilient, optimistic, necessary. And with all that, go global. And if not the whole world, at least your world. All right. I'll see you next time. Take care.